So far, you have completed the worksheet for a corporation, but you still need to learn how to prepare its income statement. You will need to have the Global Nomad's 10-column worksheet on hand, just as a reference. You will use a 5-column spreadsheet for this. In the first column, you will record descriptions. Columns 2, 3, and 4 will have amounts that you will be adding and subtracting. And the last column will hold the totals. Let's begin. First, you will record the revenue. Revenue on this income statement is determined from the amounts entered on the income statement section of the 10-column worksheet, lines 19 to 21. List the sales from line 19 on the income statement section of the worksheet. Then list the sales discount, $438 from line 20, and sales returns and allowances, $1,200 from line 21. Add these two amounts together. Their total, $1,638, should be subtracted from the sales amount to get the net sales of $190,632. You will calculate the cost of merchandise sold using a multi-step process. Record the beginning merchandise inventory amount from the trial balance debit column in column 3 of the income statement. Calculate net purchases by adding together the purchases from line 22 of the worksheet with the transportation in cost from line 23. This total will give us the cost of merchandise delivered for sale, $126,441.71. Next, add the purchase discounts from line 24 and purchase returns and allowances from line 25 together, $1,884. Subtract this total from the cost of merchandise delivered for sale. This new amount is the net purchases amount, $124,557.71. Calculate the cost of merchandise available for sale by adding the merchandise inventory from January 1st and the net purchases amount from this income statement to get a total of $175,510.31. Next, we will be working with the cost of merchandise available for sales total. Find the merchandise inventory amount from December 31st from the adjusted trial balance debit of $48,831 on line 3 of the Global Nomad worksheet. Subtract that total from the cost of merchandise available for sale on the income statement. This will give you a total of $126,679.31 for the cost of merchandise sold. You will subtract the cost of merchandise sold from net sales on the income statement to get the gross profit on sales total of $63,952.69. You are nearly done with building the income statement. You will need to list and total all operating expenses from worksheet lines 26 to 36 with the exception of line 28 on the income statement. You will not include line 28 because the federal corporation income tax expense is the result of earning revenue and not operating the business. Subtract the total operating expenses from the gross profit on sales on the income statement to determine the operating income of $26,394.48. Now you get to subtract the adjusted federal income tax expense of $6,000 from line 28 of the Global Nomad worksheet. This will give you a net income of $20,394.48, which should match the amount of net income of the Global Nomad worksheet. If it does match, enter a double line under the net income amount to show that the income statement has been proved. If it doesn't match, an error has been made and you'll have to find it.